friends. Victoria Mattia here. I hope that you're having an awesome day. Today is Think About It Thursday. Well, actually, yesterday was Think About It Thursday. Today is Freedom Friday. So I decided to combine them both. If this is your first time seeing me, I am Victoria Mattia, the mom care coach. I help autism moms with their own personal self care. I help them to be able to focus on their four intentional needs, which is our foundation, and help us to be able to move forward with self care so that we can help our families and ourselves be successful in all the areas of life and not get overwhelmed and burned out, just being the process of being us. So, today we're going to talk about how a business, an additional stream of income can be really helpful. Now, I've already used my cleansing balm, so I'm going to keep going. Oh, here is my toner. This system is amazing. Remember, the system are 5 different products. Okay, so I missed one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We're missing our moisturizer. Okay, so when it comes to an additional stream of income, you need to understand what kind of additional stream of income you're looking for. I am in network marketing, also called social marketing. Over the years, it kind of had a bad rap if you had a bad experience or you knew someone that had a bad experience. It's something that's been around for a really long time. And so your experience or your friend's experience or family member has would make a huge impact on how you feel and if it's something that you felt like it was for you or even like a reputable option for making money. And let me tell you, the reason why I love network marketing is because of the amount of income that you can make as an entrepreneur if you're willing to work hard and you're willing to get out of your comfort zone, which is amazing. And you can do this without having to upfront hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars to start a business. Brick and mortar businesses, usually you have to, you know, come up with a lot of money. And in the very beginning, before you're even able to make the income that you are hoping to make. With a network marketing business, you don't have to do that. You can start working and get paid quite quickly. Of course, it depends on the company, it depends on your compensation plan, it depends on how hard you're willing to work as well. But there are options there and there's possibilities there, which is, you know, unlike really anything else. So that's the reason why I like it. Now, when it comes to freedom, my definition of freedom is to be able to do what you want, when you want, with the people that you want to do it with, for however long you want to do it. That's my definition of freedom. And sometimes for people, when they're looking at something like network marketing, it's hard to imagine, to get your mind around the amount of money that is possible. And so what I always tell people, start with um, something small if you're looking to explore, think about it Thursday. So explore, to think about if you are interested in creating additional funds. Now, a few weeks ago, I talked about, with being an autism parent, the importance of creating that additional stream of income, not just for right now, but in the future. When you have a child with special needs, you need to be able to have options for yourself and not to pencil yourself in financially. Because sometimes you don't know everything that they will need in the future. And then also you need to have additional funds for the what ifs. Like if something were to happen to your personal income right now? Like if you're working a 9 to 5, what if you got fired or you had to quit for some reason? Would you have enough income with what you've already saved now to continue in the way that you want to continue? And then also in the future, would you have already enough saved up for that? Most people, most Americans would say no, absolutely not. And so because of that, we want to kind of look at what the needs would be in order to create that additional stream of income and how we could go about it. And when it comes to looking at finances right now, for a lot of people, it's challenging for them. Meaning, like, it's hard to imagine being able to have like hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever, when what would make the biggest difference is if I had an extra couple $100 for grocery money. That's where a lot of people start. Or you know, if you'd like to go gluten-free because you've heard that it could be helpful for some children that have particular disabilities such as autism. There's a lot of talk and different people have different beliefs of if that is something they want to explore, or if you're wanting to detox, or maybe you want to have like a particular kind of doctor that your children are seeing, and just giving you options, right? Well, that also costs money. And sometimes for some people, they're like, an extra $500 would be really helpful. How do I do that? I can't think about hundreds of thousands of dollars or even $10,000, but an extra $500 would be helpful. So first of all, tip one that I would suggest is think about what would be helpful for right now, income wise, $200, $500, $1,000, and also how much you would like to have in the future. How would you like to create? You're building a stream of income. It's not overnight success. You're building this. You're building a actual business. How much would you like? What would be worth your time for right now and in the future? Because there's different levels, there's different income brackets as well. And also, it's important for us to give the money that we make a job. So, for instance, let's say you're a person and you never gave, the additional stream of income a job. You're wanting to say, okay, what about in the future? Or a little extra will be helpful, but you don't know how much you're wanting to create. Well, then what can happen is, well, you made a little extra, and so maybe you're saving it, or maybe you made a little extra and you're spending it all. Either way, it's very vague. And so we need to give our finances a job. If we say, okay, I want to be making an additional $5,000 every month because I want to be able to quit my current job, or because my husband works a lot of hours and he's a very, very stressful job. And if I had that money, it would be very, very helpful. Or maybe you have a very, very stressful job and you work so many hours that you're not able to spend as much time with your family, and you would love an opportunity to be able to have the summers off or be able to go part-time in the summer. And so when you are able to become very clear on what it is you want, number one, how much you're wanting to make right now and in the future, and number two, what you would actually do with that money, it becomes easier for you because you know what it is you want. You know what is going to make it worth your time. And you're less likely to quit when it gets hard because you know what you're preparing for, you know what you're fighting for, and what's really important for you. So that's really important when it comes to think about Thursday, to think about different things that could be useful, maybe now or in the future. And I would love to hear in the comments about like what you consider to be freedom, especially as an autism parent. And if you are interested in taking a look at some of the skincare, which is a brand that I represent, I love the products. They are amazing. And I am building for my future as well as right now because I work from home. And so for me, it's very important to be able to have my daily needs met for myself and my children, as well as building something that I can value and look forward to in the future. So I hope that you have a great day. Thank you for listening to me and have a fantastic weekend. See you next time. Bye.